everyone, welcome to the Great American Bash here in the Philadelphia Civic Center. I'm your host, Gotmark76, and we are going to dive right in with a World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Title match.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Wrestling World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, accompanied by Jim, Corey, Lex, at a combined weight of 473 pounds, the Midnight Express.
And the Midnight Express here in Philadelphia, they love this city. They've had tremendous success here before. Will they have success here again? One team that may have something to say about that is the team making their way to the ring right now. They are the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions, the Hart Foundation. Let's head back to ringside.
And introducing the champions, at a combined weight of 516 pounds, they are the World Wrestling World Tag Team Champions, Bret the Hitman Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart, the Hart Foundation.
So this match ought to be a great match between these two technical teams. Of course, the Hart Foundation may have the advantage as Jim the Anvil Neidhart, one of the stronger members of any tag team at 300 pounds. Of course, the Midnight Express have their manager Jim Cornette at ringside. The Midnight Express won the U.S. Tag Team Championships when they defeated the Varsity Club back at Clash of the Champions, the last NWA-only major event. Of course, now we are all part of the Wrestling Legends Alliance. And these interpromotional matches can happen really at any given time. We are just really underway here with the interpromotional matches. We've seen some already on Gotmark76 this week. And Stan Lane with a DDT plants Bret the Hitman Hart, and we are off and running. Lane now going over the second turnbuckle here. He's climbing up. He leaps and misses Hart. Hart now in control, has Stan Lane, sets him up for a suplex. Up goes Lane and down goes Lane to the mat. And the Hart Foundation have had some recent issues in recent weeks, but they seem to have gotten things back together on the right track. As Stan Lane celebrating prematurely, that has given Hart a time to drop Stan Lane face first across the top turnbuckle, and a neck breaker by the Hitman takes down Sweet Stan. And now Hart going for the cover, but Stan Lane close to the ropes, and that breaks the pinfall attempt. Of course, our big main event tonight, the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight title on the line, as Hulk Hogan gets his rematch against Andre the Giant. And of course, the final match of the card is an unsanctioned, lights-out, anything-goes match when the American Dream Dusty Rhodes takes on the Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff as Lane goes for a cover on Neidhart. Neidhart kicks out before the referee's hand can count down for one. The winner of that Dusty Rhodes and Nikita Koloff match will receive a world title match next week on night 2 of the Great American Bash against Nature Boy Ric Flair for the NWA World title, as Neidhart with a rake of the back, and he is firing away on Sweet Stan. And a punch to the eye of Stan Lane, and a forearm an axe handle takes down Sweet Stan. Neidhart now taking Lane to the center of the ring. He's going to go for a cover. It's going to take more than that to put away Sweet Stan and kick out at one. Ooh, and a series of hands, and he rams the face of Stan Lane to the mat. Lane's holding his head. It looks like he may have been busted open. He is. He's busted open. And this match is only a few minutes old, and Stan Lane has already been busted open, and he's trying to fight his way out, and he does. And a big clothesline takes down the Hitman. Lane needs to make a tag. He heard me. Goes over, and there's the tag. Here comes Beautiful Bobby. And now Beautiful Bobby and Bret Hart going to and Hart with a kick to the midsection. Into the ropes goes Beautiful Bobby and is met with a big chop. Down goes Beautiful Bobby. And now Hart rams the head of Beautiful Bobby into the top turnbuckle. And look at this tag team maneuver here by the Hart Foundation. Oh, the Anvil leaps in a crossbody off the top rope. Nicely done. Beautiful Bobby in the world of trouble. Goes for the cover. Will they retain? One. And the kick out of one by Beautiful Bobby. This is the first of 3 big title matches here tonight on night 1 of the Great American Bash. We are coming to you live from the birthplace of liberty, the Philadelphia Civic Center. We thank you for joining us. Those of you who are watching this live, hey look, it's 8 o'clock Eastern time. You got plenty of time for fireworks. And this show scheduled to be roughly an hour in length as the Anvil tags in Bret the Hitman Hart and a kick to the midsection. And the Hart Foundation having success with double team maneuvers thus far in this match. The Midnight Express, who are known for that, haven't had too many opportunities. And the Hitman now going back to work on Beautiful Bobby, ramming him head first into the top turnbuckle, but Eaton caught his elbow. And now Beautiful Bobby firing back as Cornette shouting instructions at, well, he's either shouting instructions or yelling at the fans at ringside. I can't tell with that guy. And a suplex by Hart takes down Beautiful Bobby, and Bret Hart showboating to the fans here, but is given a chance for Beautiful Bobby to make a tag, and here comes Lane. Oh, but Hart catches him, swinging neckbreaker, down goes Sweet Stan. And now the Hitman setting up Sweet Stan for a suplex. Lane able to escape, and from behind a belly-to-belly, or belly-to-back suplex, up and over goes the Hitman, nicely done. And the Midnight Express back in control. This is a back-and-forth match. Starting things off here for the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championships, and Bret Hart firing back. Picks up Lane and a scoop slam on the left arm of Sweet Stan. Hart makes a tag, and here comes the Anvil, looking to put away Sweet Stan and retain the World Tag Team Championship. Beautiful Bobby just now getting back to the apron. He was out after making that tag, and a big clothesline by Neidhart. Will this be all? He's on top. Referee counts 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Lane. Look at these frequent tags by the Hart Foundation. They are a well-oiled machine here. Oh, and Hart going for a belly to back. Lane escaped, and now Lane with a Russian leg sweep takes down the Hitman. Lane needs to make a tag. Again, he heard me. He's going over, and there's a tag. Here comes Beautiful Bobby. And now Bret Hart with a Russian leg sweep on Beautiful Bobby. He's going to go for the cover. Will the Hart Foundation retain? 1, 2, and no, a kick out of 2 by Beautiful Bobby. Again, this is the first of 3 title matches we will see here tonight. We will see the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package Lex Luger, defend against the Latin heartthrob Al Perez. And of course, our big main event, Hulk Hogan, challenging Andre the Giant for the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight title. We will, of course, have a lights-out non-sanctioned match as our final match of the night. But hey, it's lights out, it's non-sanctioned. Therefore, we're not going to include it as our main event. And down goes the Hitman. I'm the commish, I can do what I want. Mix a tag, here comes Sweet Stan. And this match has been back and forth. There have been more double team maneuvers on the part of the Hart Foundation as the Anvil powerbombs Sweet Stan to the concrete floor. This is a concrete floor here in the Philadelphia Civic Center. And that may have taken the wind out of Sweet Stan. Can the Anvil capitalize? They're exchanging blows on the outside. The referee has begun to count Insiguri by Sweet Stan. Takes down Jim Neidhart. And now Sweet Stan showboating to the fans here in Philly. Oh, look at this. A running bulldog by Lane. takes down the Anvil. You can't pin him on the outside stand. You got to get him back in the ring. Oh, big suplex on the concrete floor. The referee is still counting. Up to 7. And Lane heard that and gets back into the ring. He wants to win the World Wrestling Federation title. The Anvil spins around Lane, scoops. No, he doesn't slam him. He picks him up. And the Anvil drapes Stan Lane across the top rope. Is that enough? The Anvil goes for the cover 1 and a kick out of 1 by Lane. I can't believe that. Lane is in trouble. The Anvil again showboating to the fans. Lane makes a tag, and here comes Beautiful Bobby. Bobby with a belly-to-belly suplex. Down goes the Anvil. And look, Beautiful Bobby showboating himself. And that gave the Anvil a chance to slam down Bobby. What a back-and-forth match. Oh, and a headbutt to the midsection by Beautiful Bobby. And now they're exchanging blows here. The Anvil with a gut-wrench suplex floats over by Eaton. From behind, belly-to-back suplex takes over the Anvil. The Anvil makes a tag, and here comes the Hitman back in. Oh, and a beautiful dragon suplex by Beautiful Bobby on Bret Hart. And a swinging neck breaker by Beautiful Bobby. Could this be? The Alabama Jam. And set up, he nails it. Across the throat. Beautiful Bobby hooks the leg. New champions 2 and 3. The Midnight Express have won the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship here at the Great American Bash. What a back and forth match this was. The Midnight Express very wisely took out the Anvil. They took out the Anvil. He couldn't make a save. When Beautiful Bobby hit the swinging neck breaker and the Alabama Jam from the top rope. Here, look at that. Right across the throat. The Anvil was recovering on the outside. And we have new World Tag Team Champions.
World Wrestling World Tag Team Champions.
Fans, don't go away. We have much more Great American Bash next. As Bam Bam Bigelow takes on Big Sid Vicious. But history made here so far. And the Great American Bash. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. And what a way to start the Great American Bash here in Philadelphia. We have new World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. And speaking of the World Wrestling Federation, one of the newcomers on the scene is this man right here, Big Bam Bam Bigelow, the Beast from the East. The superstar he is. Bam Bam Bigelow making his way to the ring. This ought to be a very interesting match, as he is scheduled to take on Big Sid Vicious. And this is a match I was looking for when it was announced from the Wrestling Legends Alliance. Of course, that's the power I have now as commissioner. I get to make these matches. And Bam Bam Bigelow awaiting
from West Memphis, Arkansas,
Psycho Sid Vicious.
Weighing in at 326 pounds, Psycho!
And the fans here in Philadelphia, I'm not sure if they're stunned, shocked, in awe. But I'll tell you what, not many people stand 6'7", 310 pounds, and don't intimidate you. Look at this. He is making his way to the ring at a very slow pace. He wants Bam Bam Bigelow to think about what he's in store for here. And look at that, over the top rope goes Big Sid Vicious. And you have to wonder, can Bam Bam Bigelow keep up with Big Sid? I mean, Sid has this, look at that. Sid has the strength. He has the height advantage. But don't count Bam Bam out. He has strength. He has agility. That man can fly off the top rope as if he weighed 150 pounds. There's the bell and away we go. These two men going at it. Collar elbow tie up. Bam Bam throws Sid into the turnbuckle. Oh, and Sid catches Bam Bam with an elbow. And look at that, already a big backbreaker by Big Sid Vicious. Kicking and stomping away on Bam Bam, who has had enough. He catches the leg and takes over Big Sid. And there's Bam Bam using some of that speed. Now has a submission maneuver locked in. Can Sid Vicious escape? This maneuver locked in very early. And Sid able to roll himself out of it in a knee to the head. And already the very early going back and forth action here with the Wrestling Legends Alliance. And a big chop by Bam, another chop by Bam Bam, big right hand. Headbutt to the midsection, Bam Bam in control. Throws Sid into the ropes. Sid misses a clothesline, off the ropes, Bam Bam, big clothesline. Takes down Sid Vicious. Oh, and driving the arm down and Bam Bam in control. As the fans here in Philadelphia show their appreciation of Bam Bam climbing the top rope. He's looking to put this match away early. He's setting up for a moonsault. He leaves and Sid gets his knees up in the midsection of Bam Bam Bigelow. That was 350 pounds flying in the air. Sid going for a powerbomb. No! Bam Bam reverses it into a sunset flip one. And a kick out at one. Wow. What an intense chain of moves there between these two men. I mean, it started with Bam Bam going for the moonsault, the Bam Bam salt. 350 plus pounds flying through the air met the knees of Sid Vicious. And then Bam Bam reverses the power bomb, and both men looking to put this match away early. Hey, they don't get paid by the hour, guys. And again, Bam Bam coming down on the arm of Sid Vicious. A nice maneuver. Sid Vicious likes to use that choke slam. Bam Bam on top. No, kick out at one by Sid. Bam Bam working that arm of Sid Vicious. He likes to use that choke slam prior to going up top. Oh, now Bam Bam on the outside. Got caught by Sid. Oh no. A series of forearms to the chest. Oh, and big Sid Vicious with a series of arms to the chest. Look at the chest of Bam Bam turning hamburger meat red. And now both men on the floor. And an overhead belly to back suplex. Up and over goes Bam Bam. Wow, I think Bam Bam's out. Bam Bam somehow getting back to his knees. He's trying to get back to his feet. And a Russian leg sweep on the concrete floor. Sid having his way with Bam Bam on the concrete floor. It may be all academic from here. Sid climbing back in, but look at the fight of Bam Bam. He's back in the ring too. And now Sid picks up Bam Bam over his shoulder and drapes him head first into the top turnbuckle. Down goes Bigelow. And Sid tosses Bam Bam Bigelow to the side. He's going to go for a cover, and that should be all. No, a kick out at one. Are you kidding me? Bam Bam Bigelow kicks out at one. But Sid wisely staying on top of the Beast from the East. And a big clothesline. Another close. Oh, Bam Bam misses a clothesline off the top rope. And off the ropes and a back body drop, excuse me. And Sid with a spine buster takes down Bam Bam. That has to be all. He does not go for a cover. I mean, Bam Bam's been belly back suplexed on the concrete floor. Russian leg sweep on the concrete floor. And he's still fighting back for more. Into the ropes goes Bam Bam. Sid now having his way with Bam Bam thus far here. And again drops him head first. Down goes Bigelow. Bigelow in a world of trouble as Sid now works the legs of Bam Bam. Don't know if I agree with that mindset. You know, he's been physical all match, and now he's working the legs and the arms of Bam Bam. I think If I were Sid, I would be doing more powerful maneuvers to try and put away Bam Bam Bigelow like that. A big toss. And again, Sid now goes for the cover, but Bigelow too close to the ropes. That may have been 3. If Sid Vicious knew where he was in the ring there. Of course, he's a youngster here, so maybe that will come with time and experience. But Sid working the arm of Bam Bam Bigelow. And Bigelow's had enough. He spins over Sid in a series of big left hands to the face. Bigelow now picks up Sid. Big chop by Bigelow. Bigelow trying to mount a comeback. Throws Sid into the turnbuckle. Oh, but he eats an elbow from Sid. And Bigelow returns with an enziguri. Look at that maneuver. Will that be enough to put away Sid? Bigelow rolls him over, goes for the cover. 1. And a kick out at 1 by Sid. Oh, and Bigelow trying to fire up this crowd, get their support behind him. Bigelow, oh, a spine buster on Sid. We saw it earlier from Sid. Now Bam Bam hits a spine buster on Sid. Now Bam Bam going for, is that a power bomb he's going for? No. Sid saw that coming, but Bigelow trying to take a page from the Sid Vicious book and nails Sid with a series of chops. Bam Bam now, again, no, what's this? Has Sid up. And Sid able to reverse it back, body drop. And Sid Vicious back in control. What a back and forth match between these two men. Sid was going for the choke slam. Broken up by a headbutt by Bam Bam. Bam Bam has Sid against the ropes. And a forearm to the back. Another forearm to the back. And down goes Sid. Goes for the cover. Bigelow on top. Referee counts 1 and a kick out at 1 by Sid. And now Bigelow he's going to work on Sid's arm. A little bit of payback, retribution if you will. And now Bigelow climbs the top rope. What's he have in store here? He's lining them up. And a big splash off the top. Hooks the leg. 1. And a kick out at 1 by Sid. I don't believe it. 350 pounds up the top rope. And Sid kicks out at 1. And now Bam Bam trying to fire himself up. What does he have in store here? He's working the other arm of Sid now. And Sid catches him with a big boot. Look at that. And now Sid going back to work on the arm of Bam Bam. These two men working on each other's arms. And Sid beside himself here. That gave Bigelow a chance to recover. And a headbutt from behind. And tosses Sid aside. Bam Bam now. Feeling the strength from the fans. The support from the fans. Picks up Sid. And a gorilla press slam by Bam Bam. Down goes Sid. Look at the strength of Bam Bam. And a big stomp to the head. Bigelow's climbing the top rope. Could it be the diving headbutt? He leaps. He nails it. Off the top rope. Hooks the leg. Referee position 1, 2, and 3. What a victory by Bam Bam Bigelow here at the Great American Bash. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. What a back and forth match between these two big men. And I don't think we've seen the last between these two men. I mean, this was a war. Watch this, kick out at 1 by Sid from that big splash. But there's the headbutt to put away Sid.
The Superstar.
And the Superstar, the beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow is your winner. Fans, don't go away. The U.S. title's on the line next, as the Total Package Lex Luger defends against the Latin heartthrob Al Perez. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Great American Bash.
Scheduled for one fall and is for the United States Championship.
The following contest taking place between two members of the National Wrestling Alliance, as the Latin heartthrob Al Perez makes his way to the ring. He, of course, is being accompanied by Gary Hart. Al Perez made it all the way to the finals of the NWA World TV Title Tournament back in April here in this very building. He fell just short of winning the NWA World TV title. That, of course, would go on to become Sting, who will be defending that TV title next week in Baltimore. His opponent has been named to being King Kong Bundy. But Al Perez looking to win the U.S. Heavyweight title from Sting's good friend, the Total Package, Lex Luger. Let's head to ringside for the introduction of the Total Package. And here it comes, the U.S. Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger. Talk about a man on a collision course with the World Heavyweight title. He will be paying very close attention to the winner of tonight's match. Of course, the winner of tonight's match between Dusty Rhodes and Nikita Koloff will get that world title match against Nature Boy Ric Flair next Monday night in Baltimore. But the Total Package, Lex Luger, working his way up. He is the #1 contender to the World Heavyweight title. He gets that by being the United States Champion, something that Al Perez is looking to win here tonight. And Luger has his eyes on the world title, but he cannot overlook Al Perez. The Latin Heartthrob is a force to be reckoned with here in the Wrestling Legends Alliance. Let's head to the ring for the introductions for this U.S. title match.
Introducing the challenger from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 252 pounds, El Perez. And introducing the champion from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 289 pounds. He is the United States Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger.
Lex Luger holding up that U.S. title. Will it be the last time he does so? We are just moments away from finding out. And there are very few men in this business, I believe, can match Lex Luger power for power, but Al Perez has the agility, the technical skills, and he has the physique. And I think he matches up very well against Lex Luger. Luger will have his work cut out for him here tonight as Luger trying to go to work with a kick to the midsection, and the big forearm takes down the Latin Heartthrob. A knee to the midsection, Luger in control, fought back by Perez. Perez now has Luger, throws him up and over the top rope. And a big right hand and a drop kick to the floor, and down goes Luger in the very early going here. Luger in trouble on the outside. Perez following Luger out, and then Luger's coming back, making a comeback with a series of right hands, throws Perez into the guardrail. Has Perez front face lock and drapes Perez across the guardrail, and a big boot to the head, and down goes Perez. And the fans here in Philadelphia show their appreciation to the Total Package. Luger throws Perez back into the ring, does not go for the cover, picks up Perez instead, kick to the midsection, big forearm to the back. Lex Luger has been a fighting U.S. Heavyweight Champion. He won that championship back at Clash of the Champions by defeating Barry Windham. We will see Barry Windham and the rest of the Horsemen in action next week in Baltimore. Luger, Perez, that's using her head, rams the back of his head into the face of Luger. Now Perez back in control. Oh man, back and forth action here. These two men exchanging blows, and a big headbutt by Luger takes down Al Perez. Luger throws Perez into the referee and misses with a close. No, he nailed him with a clothesline. Luger going for the cover. Referee, oh, and a kick out at 1 by Perez. I think Luger was trying to throw Perez into the turnbuckle. The referee either got in the way or maybe Luger was trying to throw Perez into the referee. Inside cradle, Luger on top, referee counts 1, and a kick out at 1 by Perez. I don't think that's the nature of Luger to throw Perez into the referee intentionally. But regardless, Perez is in control. And now Perez using his forearm to the eyes of the total package. And down goes Luger. Luger going for a shoulder block, it missed. Perez now has Luger, drapes him across the top rope. And now takes down Luger, and Perez using the ropes to his advantage with a kick to the sternum. Goes for the cover. Referee was out of position, and a kick out at 1 by Luger. Perez lining up Luger, and a big knee to the head, that may be all. Perez does not follow up by going for the cover. Instead, he's going to inflict more punishment, a series of right hands, and a kick to the stomach, and Luger's in trouble. Perez in control, but Luger firing back with a series of right hands. Luger, gorilla press slam, has Perez up and down. Goes the Latin heartthrob. Luger back in control. What a back and forth match for the U.S. heavyweight title. Luger now has Perez, throws him into the ropes. And a back body drop, up and over goes Perez. Luger can feel it. Picks up Perez. And now Perez with a scoop slam has Luger up. Oh, he's going to drape Luger across the top rope, and does. Down goes Luger, and Perez capitalizing on that maneuver. Now choking Luger, has a count of 5 and breaks it up. And I think that woke up Luger. Luger takes down Perez with a shoulder block, and now flexing to out Perez. Perez is not like that at all, and Perez comes back with a big right hand. Luger, a little bit of flaunting. And now Perez did not like that. Now Perez has Luger. What's he doing here on the outside? He drops Luger back first across the side of the ring. And now Perez firing away with a series of right hands on the floor this time. Perez wants that U.S. title, and he's doing everything he can to get it. Oh, and Perez throws Luger in the Gary Hart. Gary Hart at ringside, getting involved in this matchup. The referee allowing this match to continue, I think. Oh, and Luger takes down the referee, but Perez takes down Luger. We're going to have a new champion. Hits that flying forearm. 1, 2, and 3. No, Luger kicks out. Luger inadvertently took out the referee. Perez hit Luger with that forearm. And another forearm. Down goes Luger again. This time Luger can't kick out. Perez, seeing that Luger was too close to the ropes, he's dragging. He needs to go for the cover. There it is. Hooks a leg. New U.S. champion. 1, 2, and 3. No! Again, a kick out by Luger. Perez staying with no. Luger reverses it. A series of right hands of his own. Wow, what a match back and forth. And a power slam by Luger takes down Perez. Luger now setting up Perez. Could it be the torture rack? Perez getting back to his feet. Luger from behind has Perez, and there it is. The torture rack locked in the center of the ring. Can Perez escape the maneuver? Luger locking in the torture rack. Will Perez submit Luger? In the middle of the ring, has it synced in. The referee is right there. He's asking Perez if he wants to tap out. Perez is fighting it for as long as he can. Can he escape? Can he get out? Luger has it locked in, and he cannot. He taps, and Lex Luger has remained the U.S. heavyweight champion. What a match this was between these two men. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. What a back and forth match this was. Al Perez just could not escape the torture. There's a forearm. That's the second one. Now that's the second one there. I'll tell you what, this match took a turn there. Perez, he might have a beef. He hit Luger with that forearm. The referee was taken down as Luger was charging Perez and hit the referee instead. And that hesitation possibly cost Perez the U.S. title. He nailed the forearm again. And Luger was again barely able to kick out. So maybe Al Perez has a legitimate argument here to be made. We're gonna need, you know what? I'm gonna need to review this. I'm the commissioner. Who's they? I'm the commissioner. I'm gonna need to look at this. Maybe Al Perez will get another opportunity down the road. But right now, our following match will be our main event as Hulk Hogan challenges Andre the Giant for the World Wrestling Federation title. Don't go away.
Introducing the challenger from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 308 pounds, Dynamic Hulk Hogan. And introducing the champion from Grenoble, France, weighing in at 520 pounds, he is the World Deep South Heavyweight Champion, the eighth wonder of the world, Andre the Giant!
So the introduction's made as Andre the Giant will defend the World Wrestling Federation title against Hulk Hogan. He defeated Hulk Hogan for that world title back on Saturday night's main event in May. And Andre the Giant has been a fighting champion, taking on any and all challengers. Most recently, Don Morocco and Greg the Hammer Valentine. But Hulk Hogan now getting his rematch here at the Great American Bash. And Hogan trying to catch Andre off guard, but Andre too smart for that. Hip toss takes over Hogan, and we are away. Andre now shoving Hogan down to the mat. Shoves him down again. You are not going to match power and size with Andre the Giant. I don't care who you are. And we saw two big men in action last week on Gotmark76 this week when Yokozuna and Big John Studd tangled in the ring. But look at that. A running clothesline by a 306-pound man didn't even stun Andre the Giant. And now Andre has Hogan, setting him up for a big slam down to the mat as Bobby the Brain Heenan cheers on ringside. And a beautiful suplex by Andre takes Hogan up and over. Goes for the cover. Will Andre retain 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Hogan. And this match was almost over in record time. And a big knee to the head. Hogan's holding his head as Andre looking for support from the fans here in Philadelphia and didn't get much. The crowd was split 50-50, I would say, when Andre won the world title in Hershey, Pennsylvania, back in May. But this crowd seems to be a very pro-Hulk Hogan crowd. As Andre with a big chop stuns Hogan. Now Andre throws Hogan into the turnbuckle. And he's going to work on the arm of Hulk Hogan. Andre the Giant in control for the majority of this match so far. And he is looking to put Hogan away. I think the earlier that Andre can put Hogan away, the better, obviously, it is for him. I don't think he wants Hogan to stay around longer than he has to. That just gives Hogan a fighting chance to win. Andre looking to put away Hogan very early, and Hogan sweeps the leg, and down goes Andre. But again, Andre, using his size and strength, shoves Hogan down to the mat. But Hogan this time takes down Andre with a running clothesline. Hogan trying to make a comeback. Bobby Heenan frantic at ringside. He can see that meal ticket going down the drain. Hogan now picks up Andre. And look at that, a headbutt from the Hulkster. Stuns Andre, but Andre still hasn't gone down, and now he does. Hogan slams down Andre. The back of the head hitting the mat. And now Hogan in control. He's setting up another headbutt to Andre. Hogan has Andre reeling, working the arm of Andre. Down goes Andre and drops the leg across the arm. Hogan now in control. And a big series of right hands to the side of the head, and Andre is in trouble. Now Hogan working the arm of Andre, a very smart move, and now Hogan trying to fire up the crowd here in Philadelphia, getting the fans of Philly behind him, but Andre trying to get up. Hogan again working the arm. Nice move by the Hulkster. And now Hogan climbing the top rope. What's he have in store here? He doesn't climb the top rope too often. A big splash off the top rope. Is that enough to put away Andre? Hogan couldn't cover up with a cover. Goes for the cover now. 1, 2, and no, a kick out of 2. Oh, that slight delay cost Hogan the championship, and Hogan having words with the referee. Oh man, Hogan, the impact of Hogan hitting Andre with that splash. It took Hogan off of Andre, and a big boot. Could we see the leg drop? Hogan now picks up Andre. Heenan up on the apron. Hogan with a scoop slam. No, blocked by Andre. Reversal. I think the distraction of Bobby Heenan distracted Hogan, and that gave Andre a chance to escape the slam. And now Andre choking out Hogan. Oh no, down goes Hogan. Andre in control. The momentum shifted when Heenan interfered and got on the apron, but Hogan trying to make a comeback. And Hogan trying to get these fans of Philly behind him. But he's wasting time. He needs to stay on Andre. And rams the face of Andre head first into the mat. Elbow drop to the back of the head. Hogan back in control. And a big chop by Hogan. Hogan going to work on Andre. Andre, big clothesline, takes down Hogan. And an earthquake splash across the chest. Goes for the cover. Andre retains. Referee position 1, 2, and 3. No! Hogan kicks out. Hogan kicked out. Andre arguing with the referee. Lining up Hogan, and here's how he won it. The big elbow drop. That's how he won the title. 1, 2, and 3. And Andre the Giant retains the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship here at the Great American Bash. Here are some highlights from earlier. Look at this. The delay of the cover cost Hogan the championship. Hooks the leg. Referee was in position. 1, 2. The hand coming down for 3. And there's the boot. Now watch Bobby Heenan. Well, we didn't see the replay there, but Bobby Heenan got up on the apron. That distracted Hogan. Just enough for Andre to escape, but Hogan had the momentum. He was going to go for that scoop slam and leg drop, and Andre able to escape. And there's the elbow drop to put away the Hulkster.
Here is your winner.
And Andre the Giant is your winner, fans. Our following match is off the records. It is a non-sanctioned lights-out match between Dusty Rhodes and the Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff. Don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Great American Bash. We're what, maybe 45 minutes into this show, give or take a minute. Again, I did not want to stop anybody from enjoying the festivities that is July 4th. This is the final match of the show. It is a non-sanctioned match. And there's the Russian Nightmare Nikita Koloff making his way to the ring. And this man has some questions to answer. It all started when his uncle Ivan came back to America with the guise of trying to repair the relationship. The relationship between Ivan and Nikita did not end very well, and the powers that be at Russia almost ordered Ivan to come back and make amends. Well, he started planting seeds not to trust the American Dream Dusty Rhodes, but they had success as the superpowers. They won the U.S. Tag Team Championship. And they were on course to challenge and possibly win the NWA World Tag Team titles. But that one night in Chicago when Lex Luger was set to face Ric Flair for the world title, the Horsemen attacked the package. And the American Dream stepped in and he won that match. He won the World Heavyweight title. And that started to have an impact on the pay that Nikita Koloff received. And again, you leave it to Uncle Ivan to plant those seeds in the head of Nikita Koloff. We'll now flash back to the Clash of the Champions last month. Nikita Koloff participated in the undercard where he lost to Larry Zbyszko. And it wasn't the same Nikita that we were used to seeing. It wasn't the focused and strong Nikita. He was outsmarted by the living legend Larry Zbyszko. And then, of course, and there they go. The lights are down here in Philadelphia. The lights are out. And this is a lights-out, non-sanctioned, anything-goes match. And Dusty looking for revenge. Because in the main event of that Clash of the Champions, Nikita Koloff nailed Dusty Rhodes with a steel chair. Ric Flair rolled on top and won the title. And now one of these two men will win this match and receive a world title match next week against the Nature Boy, and Dusty Rhodes looking for revenge, and he has been on top of Nikita this entire match. He is not letting his former best friend up. Nikita does escape, but this match has been all Dusty Rhodes thus far. Now Nikita has Dusty and slams him down to the mat. Now Nikita working the leg of the American Dream. This is an anything-goes, lights-out match. This is non-sanctioned by the Wrestling Legends Alliance. As Nikita goes for the cover, referee in position, and not even a one count as Dusty fast to kick out. And I have made the decision that because Dusty Rhodes is the former World Heavyweight Champion, and because Nikita Koloff played such an integral part of Dusty Rhodes losing that title, that the extra incentive of this match, even though it's lights out and non-sanctioned, it would have ramifications, and they will receive a world title match next week against Ric Flair in Baltimore as Dusty rams the head of Nikita Koloff into the side stairs at ringside. This is a match that we saw several years ago and we never thought we would see again, because the relationship between Dusty Rhodes and Nikita Koloff seemed to be tight. Ironclad, if you will, taking a little page from the Russian Nightmare. But Uncle Ivan planting the seeds, and quite frankly, we haven't seen Uncle Ivan in a while, so it tells me that maybe Nikita was kind of veering this way anyway, but his Uncle Ivan kind of just helped steer the ship. I mean, Nikita Koloff for the last few years has never complained about pay and getting the winner's share of the purse. But these were arguments that he made in recent weeks. And now Dusty back in control and drapes Nikita Koloff across the top rope. Is that enough to put away the Russian Nightmare? No, a kick out at one. And now that all of the wrestling promotions fall under the Wrestling Legends Alliance, I mean, obviously there were top contenders to the world. We just saw Hulk Hogan in a losing effort. I mean, I was going to grant Hulk Hogan his rematch regardless, but now who knows what Hulk Hogan's next opportunity is going to come. Same thing goes for Dusty Rhodes. Who knows if he'll get another shot with now the entire Wrestling Legends roster. And there's Nikita going for a weapon under the chair. He has a baseball bat, and Dusty saw it and attacked Nikita. But with all the wrestlers now under one umbrella, one giant roster, and Nikita with a baseball bat. He's slamming, he's hitting Dusty with a bat. Dusty trying to fight back and does. Man, this is a lights out, anything goes match, and Nikita Koloff with a weapon. And Dusty is very fortunate that it didn't do more damage. Now Nikita drags Dusty back into the ring. A big forearm takes Dusty down. The point I was trying to make is you don't know when the next world title shot will come with an entire roster of legends fighting for the title. Gorilla press slam, and down goes Dusty. Will Nikita get a shot at Ric Flair next week? He's in control. Is he setting up Dusty for the Russian sickle? Nikita trying to fire up the fans here in Philly, but that has given Dusty a chance to get back to his feet. Nikita kicking, punching, has Dusty. Rams him head first into the top turnbuckle. Dusty Rhodes is in trouble. He needs to mount a comeback if he wants to get his rematch next week against Ric Flair, and Dusty does. He nails, I think that was a low blow, but it's all legal here. And Dusty jives. He scoots, and he nails Nikita with a big right hand. I think Nikita's knocked out. Dusty drags Nikita to the center of the ring. Hooks the leg. Lateral press, 1, 2, and 3. And the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, with a measure of revenge against Nikita Koloff, victorious here, and he will earn a world title match next week against Nature Boy Ric Flair in Baltimore. Matches signed for next week include Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair for the NWA World Title. Ravishing Rick Rude defends the Intercontinental title against Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Sting defends the NWA TV title against King Kong Bundy. The Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, take on the Twin Towers. And the Horsemen of Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, and Barry Windham will take on Strike Force and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And of course, the AWA World title will be on the line when Kurt Hennig defends against the Macho Man Randy Savage. That's all coming your way next week live in Baltimore. We thank you so much for joining us here. Happy Independence Day. We thank you for your support, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.